back to my channel. So you might have guessed from the title of the video that it is going to be a discussion on the biggest pageant of the world, or the universe rather, the Miss Universe 2020 pageant. I am Vagisha Mishra and I review and decode beauty pageants at my channel. So if you're visiting this space for the very first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also turn on the bell icon so you never miss out on any new videos I'll be posting further. In this video, I'm going to talk about all the 11 delegates selected for Miss Universe 2020 pageant as of now, and I will also throw light on the prospects of each Miss Universe 2020 delegate. So let's get started. With COVID-19 affecting the world so drastically, many of the prominent international beauty pageants have cancelled or postponed their pageants, including the Miss World, Miss International, Miss Supranational, and now also Miss Universe organization. Although they have not announced it officially, but many of the national directors of different countries have received an emails with the travel restrictions going on around the world. I think it is better that the pageants are postponed and restrained for another year, because it is not very much fun to watch the online or virtual pageants like many of other pageants are also conducted. Given the current situation, we have still not seen countries like Philippines, Brazil, USA and Thailand crowning their representatives, so my eyes are still on them that when they are going to appoint or crown their representatives for the coming edition of the Miss Universe pageant. However, some of the countries were quick enough to appoint the delegates for Miss Universe 2020 pageants, while others got lucky to conduct their national pageants before all of this crisis began. So while it would not be fair to rank the delegates, as many countries like Thailand, Philippines and USA have still not crowned their representatives, I will be throwing light on each of the candidates, showing what are their prospects in the coming edition of the Miss Universe pageant. So let's get started. Starting with Europe. The first to make it to my list is Celine Van Oystel from Belgium. Celine described herself as legally blonde during the finale of Miss Belgium 2020, and she has a decent profile to shine at the Miss Universe stage, having a degree in law. If you go through her social media handle, she seems to be a fun personality and looks quite comfortable in her own skin. Now, when Miss Universe organization puts up the motto of confidently beautiful before the contestant, it is evident that they are looking for somebody who is contented with her own beauty and personality. The very same trait I find in Celine. She comes across as someone who is unapologetically herself and is making every moment count. Needless to comprehend, she won the special award of Best Social Media during her national pageant. During the finale, we saw her trip during the evening gown round, but she managed her composure pretty well during the mishap, and that's the confidence any beauty pageant looks for. She radiates charm in her smile, and her styling as well seems to be tempting. As of now, we can count her in the semi-finals from Europe. Up next, I have France. I have made a video exclusively dedicated to Clémence Bottino of France and discussing what are her prospects at the Miss Universe 2020 pageant, the link of which has been left somewhere here. She is an art student and looks like one of the promising candidates from the European region. She comes across as a highly confident woman and is very good at posture and grace when it comes to the runway. I have talked about her at greater length in the video specially devoted to her, to which you can refer to for more insights. Coming up next is Poland, Magdalena Kasiborska. Wow, look at her face. She's so gorgeous. She has the star factor for sure. I saw her performance at the national pageant and I was so mesmerized by her exuberance and charm. Her eyes have a magical effect and she comes across as really polished and confident woman. Although I was not completely sold on her for the swimsuit performance, and I do envision a scope of improvement when it comes to the swimsuit round, especially when she reaches the head ramp. However, having said that, I believe she is flawless when it comes to the evening gown round. She embodies the grace needed to shine at the Miss Universe stage during the evening gown round, and she facially sets fire on the stage with her beauty and graceful expressions. She is extremely photogenic and looking at her social media never seems to be disappointing. She never fails to impress. She's absolutely flawless facially, and this is why I feel she's certainly going to come in spotlight at the Miss Universe pageant. Poland last placed at the pageant in 2018 and prior to that placed in 2012. Other than these placements, Poland has not placed ever at the Miss Universe pageant in last decade. With such divine beauty like Magdalena, Kasiborska competing for the Miss Universe crown, I strongly believe that Poland will bounce back stronger, and I surely see a placement in their cards. Next on the list is Croatia's Mirna Nightmarik. In last decade, Croatia has made it to semi-finals 4 times. I had a look at her social media profile and could not find much about her story or background. So I believe there is a lot more we need to see of her other than her national pageant performances or pictures. Time and again, I have repeatedly stressed the importance of building social media momentum, which I believe Miss Croatia is lacking at the moment. So until she comes forward more lucidly, let's move on to other continent. That was all for Europe, and now let's talk for the Caribbean region. Cayman Islands and Curacao are the only 2 countries from the Caribbean region to have crowned or appointed their delegates for the Miss Universe 2020 pageant. Maria Tibbetts was the first runner-up at Miss Cayman Islands last year, and hence due to the given pandemic, she was appointed as the representative of the country at the Miss Universe pageant this year. Cayman Islands has never placed in the semi-finals of the Miss Universe pageant ever since it started participating. Hence, we never can say affirmatively if she is going to place or not. I went through her social media handle and found her pictures and styling decent enough. However, she will have to work on her body, as we all know how integral the swimsuit round is at the Miss Universe pageant. As of now, I do not see a placement on the cards until Maria shows her fierceness both on social media as well as in her demeanor. Now coming to Curacao. Curacao has placed twice in the top 10 finals of the Miss Universe pageant in this decade. The country has never won a Miss Universe crown till date, but this year Chantal Wiertz is representing Curacao, and I'm totally smitten by her charming face. Although she does not have a huge social media following unlike her fellow contestants, which is of course surprising to me, but I really like how she's active on the social media platform. I like her styling, and most of her appearances post the crowning looks tempting enough to get noticed. Her stylist definitely gets A+ from my end, as she reflects the star factor when she goes on to any talk show. Her another asset is her photogenic face. Most of her pictures are laudable, and she looks more than ready for the official Miss Universe photo shoot. With every passing day, she seems to have leveled up her game. The only drawback I could find in her was her weak stage presence. She is very slow at pace when it comes to the evening gown round and loses all the charm in the process. Though she did a decent job at the swimsuit round, she is training under the same coach who made Akisha Albert crack top 10 at Miss Universe 2018. So she is certainly on the right path. Last year, she was one of the top contenders for the crown, but ended up finishing as the runner-up, hence getting the chance to represent her country at the Miss Universe pageant this year. I certainly see the potential in her to get a placement, but she will have to come out of her shell and give extraordinary oomph and flair in both the swimsuit and evening gown round if she is serious to bring on the audience to praise her. Moving ahead, let's now talk about the Americas, which has crowned only one contestant till date. And she's none other than Panama's Carmen Haramillio. I have already made a video on her specifically highlighting her achievements, the link of which you might find here. She's a renowned pageant veteran, and she's extremely good in styling and photo shoots. She kills it on runway, although she can excel more when it comes to interview. I definitely see her placing, but how high? Only time will tell. So we have two new entrants in this region, and they are none other than Miss Brazil Julia Gama and Miss Nicaragua Ana Marcelo. Both of them were crowned after I filmed this video, but I have managed to include my opinion on both of the title holders, so let's have a look. We have already seen Julia Gama representing Brazil at the Miss World 2014 competition, where she finished as top 11 finalist and also won the Beauty with a Purpose award. She is presently 27 years old, and we can see the amount of tremendous appreciation her crowning has received. Watching her on the stage with all grace and sophistication in the evening gown round, her charm and magnificence did not come as a surprise. However, having said that, I'm still not sold on her as it has been a very long time since she first competed at the pageants, and pageant scenario has shifted and evolved a lot ever since that time. So I'm really hoping that she will have something new to offer at the Miss Universe stage when she makes a comeback. I believe she will have to top her game in order to bag the top 5 spot at the Miss Universe pageant. And now coming to Miss Nicaragua, Ana Marcelo. I'm in love with this woman. I mean, just look at her divine face and polished aura. She's super fierce on the stage and kills it both in the evening gown as well as the swimsuit rounds. We saw how loudly the crowd cheered for her when she was crowned as Miss Nicaragua. She's fit, beautiful, smart, and she rocks the stage with her amazing walk and even more fascinating expressions. She's quite natural when it comes to delivering the performance. Just have a look at her photo shoot pictures and you will be simply blown away with her poise. She has been super impressive with her styling in all the appearances post her crowning moment. She has also won the title of Miss Teen Americas in 2015 where she represented Nicaragua, and I do see a lot of potential in her. Her eyes seems to talk and her interview sounds confident and crisp. Since Miss Universe pageant now focuses more on personality and what impact you leave on the jury in the closed door interview, I really wish that she gives her best at the same, because I personally see a top 5 potential in this amazing candidate. Too early to say this, but if she gives her best, she may be the next Miss Universe. Had she been a representative from Colombia, Philippines or Venezuela, I am sure we would have been screaming winner for her. And now moving ahead to the last one, the Asian continent. I had already made a video discussing the prospects of India, Indonesia and Vietnam in March when they crowned their respective representatives for Miss Universe 2020 pageant. But I think a lot of time has passed since then, and a lot of contestants have joined Asian continent, and the contestants who were crowned earlier have also improved and transformed a little bit in last few days. So let's begin. Let's first talk about Indonesia. Ayo Molida was already praised when she was crowned as Miss Universe Indonesia, and she has only come a longer way post the crowning ceremony. Her styling and photo shoots are next level, and the kind of wardrobe I see her donning during the photo shoots make me gasp in awe that how beautiful her entire wardrobe is going to be at the Miss Universe pageant. Ayo Molida has gained a terrific social media presence with a lot of pageant fans not only from her country but other countries as well, following and appreciating her. Indonesia has undoubtedly placed its strongest foot at the Miss Universe 2020 pageant, where we can expect not only her to place in the semi-finals but also potentially reach the top 5 finalist spot. The pandemic has not stopped her team from reflecting her best features so well. She now looks more polished, more confident and more vocal while handling the press as well as the shoots. Her makeup is always on point. Facially, she might not be the best Indonesia is sending because Elvira still remains one of my favorite in that tangent, but presence-wise, she's certainly bang on. We have already discussed her performance in the national pageant in my previous video, so I'm not going to talk about that. My opinion on her remains unchanged and I feel very strongly about her than the previous time. All in all, I can visualize her doing extremely well in the coming edition of the Miss Universe 2020 pageant. Moving ahead to Vietnam. Nguyen Trak Ha has improved heaps since her crowning and seemed to have gained good social media momentum. I recently saw her painting on Instagram and I must say this lady has got star quality. I like the rawness she oozes in her personality. She does not come across as made-up beauty queen but seems very spontaneous and natural. Her styling is superb and so are her photo shoot despite of the testing time due to the pandemic. I would not like to change anything in her as of now. Although I have still not heard her talking in English, so I am not very sure about her communication skills. She sings very well and she seems to be enjoying herself on the stage, which will surely benefit her in the pageant. I do see a placement in the cards of Vietnam. Now coming to Israel's Tehlia Levy. Israel has a long way to go at the Miss Universe pageant, I believe. She was titled as the runner-up last year and is chosen as the representative of the country due to the given situation. She has a decent demeanor and presence, but she seems to lack the wow factor needed for the Miss Universe pageant right now. I would like to see her leveling up her game. And lastly, we have Adeline Castellino from India. A lot of time has passed ever since Adeline was crowned as Miss Universe India. For the first time ever, India seemed to have crowned its representative for Miss Universe 2020 so early, and she seems to be utilizing her time so well. I see a lot of candid pictures on her gram lately and she looks great in them. She has certainly leveled up her styling and makeup game since the last time I talked about her. You can find that video somewhere here. She is photogenic and seems to have polished herself a lot. However, I would like to see her making more impactful video on her advocacy on her Instagram so that people from other countries can also be acquainted with her cause and see how she talks. Now coming to the placement, I definitely see her continuing the streak of placement for India in this edition of the Miss Universe pageant. So placement certainly is on the cards. Now coming to the most frequently asked question, who do I think would be Miss Universe 2020? I believe many strong countries have still not crowned their representative for the Miss Universe 2020 pageant, and I believe that Miss South Africa and Miss USA have stunning contestants this year, and it would not be right to take one name out of the very few candidates who have been crowned till date. My intuition says that the new Miss Universe has still not been crowned in her national pageant, but we can never trust on destiny, which can change in flicker of eyes. So that was it for this video. Do let me know in the comment section who are you rooting to be Miss Universe 2020. Also, don't forget to subscribe the channel and turn on the bell icon, and also follow me on all social media outlets. We are very close to 10K on Instagram. The link of the same has been left in the description box below. Until then, I will see you soon with a new video.